Okay guys, once again welcome to Innovative English Learning with Rashid Khan. You can also watch this video in Urdu or Hindi from the playlist. Today we are going to talk about another part of speech, that is adverb. In this video we'll talk about the different types, the different uses, the formation and placement of adverbs. We'll also talk about the different functions of adverb. So if you recall, every part of speech has a kind of function in a sentence. So for example, if a word shows a name, we call it a noun. If a word replaces a name, we call it a pronoun. If a word gives us information about a noun or pronoun, we call it adjective. And if a word gives us information about the action or the state of being, we call it a verb. In this video we'll talk about adverb and its function. So let's see that what is the function of adverb. Remember, adverbs are words that tell you more about verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. So the basic function of adverb is that it modifies verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. Many adverbs end in ly. Remember that normally adverbs, they end with ly. You make these adverbs by adding ly to adjectives. Now how do we make these adverbs? So we normally, not necessarily, add ly to adjectives and they become adverbs. For example, she writes neatly. Okay, so here neatly is the adverb because it modifies writes, the action. How does she write? Neatly. The traffic was moving slowly. How was the traffic moving? Slowly. So slowly modifies the action of moving. We waited patiently to see the doctor. How did we wait? Patiently. So patiently modifies the meaning of waited. Okay, remember that every word ending with ly is not necessarily an adverb. It may be an adjective. For example, Sam was feeling very lonely. Here lonely ends with ly, but it is not an adverb, it is actually an adjective. She was wearing a lovely dress. So lovely is again ending with ly, but it is an adjective, it is not an adverb. Okay, we have some types of adverb, types of manner, adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, adverb of duration, adverb of emphasis or intensifier. Okay, so we'll discuss them one by one. Adverb of manner or quality. Some adverbs and adverb phrases describe the way people do things. Remember, such type of adverb shows the quality or the manner of an action, that how something happened, how an action was done. So it answers how. When we apply the question of how on a sentence, the answer is adverb of manner. For example, the girls answered all the questions correctly. How did they answer all the questions? Correctly. Very good. He was driving carelessly. How was he driving? The answer is carelessly. So carelessly is the adverb of manner. The plane landed safely. How did it land? Safely. Very good. So safely is adverb of manner. Adverb of time. Remember, if a word shows the time of an action, that when something happened, that word is supposed to be adverb of time. So the answer of when is normally adverb of time. For example, I am going to my new school tomorrow. When am I going to my new school? Tomorrow. The train has already left. When has the train left? Already. Okay, so already is the adverb of time. We moved into our new house last week. When did we move into our new house? Last week. So last week as adverb of time. Adverb of place. Some adverbs and adverb phrases answer the question where. They are called. So if any word shows the place of an action, that where something happened, where an action happened, that word is supposed to be adverb of place. It is very sunny but cold outside. Where? Outside. The boys are playing upstairs. Where are the boys playing? Upstairs. There's our ball there. Where is our ball? There. Very nice. Adverb of frequency. Now what is frequency? Some adverb and adverb phrases answer the question how often. if a word shows the frequency of an action, that how often something happens or happened, so that word is supposed to be adverb of frequency. So when we apply the question how often on a sentence, the answer of how often is supposed to be adverb of frequency. For example, Ali practices the piano regularly. How often does Ali practice the piano? Regularly. The children always go to school on the bus. How often do they go to school on bus? Always. I'll never make that mistake again. How often will I make that mistake? Never. Very nice. So never is the adverb of frequency. We have adverb of duration. It shows how long, the duration of an action. Okay, so if a word shows the duration of an action, that word or phrase is supposed to be adverb of duration. For example, the library is temporarily closed. For how long? Temporarily. We are staying in a hotel overnight. For how long we are staying there? Overnight. Okay, so that is how we have the adverb of duration. Adverb of emphasis, or we can also call it intensifier. Remember, such adverbs, they modify an adjective or another adverb, and they bring some intensity or emphasis to the meaning of that adjective or another adverb. Okay, for example, Anna can run really fast. Now, fast is already an adverb, so really brings intensity in the meaning of fast. So here really modifies another adverb. So we have two adverbs and one is modifying another. That's a very good drawing. Okay, so good is an adjective, and very brings intensity or emphasis to the meaning of good. So that is why an adverb is modifying adjective. My rice is too hot. Hot is an adjective and too is an adverb. So adverb brings intensity in the meaning of adjective. Okay, the film was just terrible. Terrible is adjective, and here just is an adverb, so it brings intensity in the meaning of terrible. Now, one important aspect of adverb is its position, where to put an adverb in a sentence. So there are some rules. First one, adverbs of manner come after the verb. If there is an adverb of manner, we normally place it after the verb. She danced beautifully. Danced is the verb and beautifully is adverb of manner, so it is placed after the verb or after the object when there is one. But if the verb is followed by an object, then we bring the adverb of manner after the object. He gave her the money reluctantly. So reluctantly is the adverb and the money is the object, so it is placed after the object. They speak English well. So speak is the verb, English is the object, and well is adverb of manner, so that is placed after the object. When we have verb plus preposition plus object, the adverb can be either before the preposition or after the object. Remember, if there is a preposition followed by object, so we can place the adverb before the preposition or after the object. For example, he looked at me suspiciously. At preposition, then me object, and suspiciously it is the adverb. Or we can put this adverb before preposition. For example, he looked suspiciously at me. So it is placed before at, it is a preposition here. Position of adverbs. Similarly, with verb plus object sentences, the length of the object affects the position of the adverb. Remember, if the object is lengthy, it can also affect the use or the place of adverb. If the object is short, we have verb plus object plus adverb as shown in the above example. But if the object is long, we usually put the adverb before verb. But remember, if the object is long, we bring the adverb before the verb. For example, she carefully picked up all the bits of broken glass. So all the bits of broken glass, the entire phrase is the object. That is why we put the adverb before the main verb. Okay, he angrily denied that he had stolen the documents. So he had stolen the documents, that is a clause and it is the object of the sentence. So that is why angrily, the adverb, it is placed before the verb. Position of adverb of place: away, everywhere, here, nowhere, somewhere, there, etc. So where can we put them? If there is no object, these adverbs are usually placed after the verb. So if there is a verb and that is without any objects, we place the adverb after the verb. She went away. Away is the adverb and went is the verb. So directly after the verb we put away. He lives abroad. Bill is upstairs. Upstairs is the adverb and is the verb. So we put upstairs after the verb. But they come after verb plus object or verb plus preposition or object. But if there is an object after the verb or a preposition plus object after the verb, so we put these adverb of place at the end of the sentence. She sent him away. Sent verb, him object, away adverb. I looked for it everywhere. For is the preposition, it object, everywhere adverb. Position of adverb of time. Now where can we place adverb of time? For example, afterwards, eventually, lately, now, recently, etc. These are usually placed at the very beginning or at the very end of the clause. For example, eventually he came, or he came eventually. Then we went home, or we went home then. So we can put them adverb of time. We can put them in the start of the sentence or end of the sentence. Before, early, immediately, or late come at the end of the clause. These adverbs, they are put in the end of the clause. He came late, I'll go immediately. But before and immediately used as conjunctions are placed at the beginning of the clause. But if these two words, before and immediately, if they are used as the conjunctions, so we normally put them in the beginning of the clause. Immediately the rain stops, we'll set out. Okay. Position of adverb of frequency. Now where to put adverb of frequency? Always, continuously, frequently, occasionally, or ever, hardly, ever, never, rarely, scarcely, ever, seldom, etc. Adverbs in both the above groups are normally placed after the simple tense of be. If there is be verb, is, are, am, was, were, so we put them after is, are, am. For example, he is always in time for meal. Is here, so is followed by the adverb. They are often, again often is the adverb and it is following are. Okay, before the simple tenses of all other verbs. But apart from be, if we have other simple tenses like action verbs, we put adverbs of frequency before them. For example, they sometimes stay. Stay is here the simple tense or simple verb. So before that we place adverb of frequency. Ali always comes late. Comes, it is the simple tense here. So before that we place adverb of frequency. Here is an activity. Are the bold words in the following sentences adverbs or adjectives? Write adverb or adjective on the line after each sentence. Remember, you have to focus on the function of the word here. The teacher smiled kindly. How did he smile? Kindly. So here kindly, the word kindly, it modifies the meaning of smile, and smile is a verb here. So that is why it is an adverb. She has a lovely smile. Here, lovely, it modifies the meaning of smile, and smile is a noun. So any word that modifies a noun or pronoun is supposed to be adjective. Therefore, lovely is an adjective here. Mark or identify the rest of the words yourself so that you may practice the structures or the parts of speech. Complete the sentences with an adverb or adverb phrase from the box. The kind of adverb you will need is in parentheses after each sentence. Okay, so in the parentheses you have been given the type of adverb and you are supposed to fill the blank with the same type of adverb. His face was dirty and he was dressed in old clothes. So the first one has been done for you. Fill the rest of the blanks yourselves. Choose an adjective from the box and turn it into an adverb to complete the sentences below. The first one has been done for you. Remember, when we convert an adjective, these are all adjectives. So when we convert an adjective into an adverb, we normally add ly, so it becomes an adverb. For example, she writes very neatly. Here we have the word neat, so we add ly and it becomes adverb. Very nice. Complete the rest of the blanks with these adjectives by adding ly. I hope you would have learned many things about adverb in this video. For more such videos, keep watching Innovative English Learning and do share it with your friends. Thank you. Take care of yourself.